8:49 and joining us from the Gee and Ursula Show, which airs 9 to noon every weekday here on KIRO Newsradio. G. Scott, and we're talking about green cards today. New York immigration lawyer had, as recently as a few weeks ago, reassured lawful permanent residents that under the Trump administration, green card holders have the legal right to re-enter the U.S. after traveling abroad, maybe a few rare exceptions. But you're telling us that with exceptions being unclear, a lot of green card holders are canceling their trips altogether?
A lot of that is happening because that lawyer got on there and re-said what he wanted to say. Is like, hey, I know I reassured you before. I'm telling you now, after what I have been seeing, you need to be cautious. Charlie, there are 12.8 million lawful permanent residents whose legal rights to live and work here in this country. So we're talking about 12.8 million people. Right now, a lot of people across the country are putting their travel plans on pause. Especially, this immigration lawyer pointed out the vice president, J.D. Vance, March 13th, appearance on Fox News in which he asked and was talking about the fact that people here that have green cards and everything, they do not have an indefinite right to be here in the United States. So when you hear something like that, you start to have a little bit of pause. My co-host, Ursula Roytine, as you all know, she became a U.S. citizen in this country in 1995. So I'm not the best with math. That's 30 years ago. I asked Ursula before coming in, I said, hey, if you were a green card holder today, would you be nervous and have some concerns about travel? To which she says, absolutely. And maybe you're listening right now, you might be a green card holder and you might be thinking the same thing. Charlie, another thing that most aren't thinking about with this is what is deemed like to happen to you if you say something wrong, say something that is considered anti-government, right? When that happens, your green card today, it can be revoked. Not if you committed a crime, but if you said this about that. One of the ways that has been happening is when you're coming through customs, right? Your cell phone being taken and analyzed and looked at. Now, in the regular streets, you need a search warrant to search those cell phones. At customs, you don't need that. So it's a lot of different things going on. And Charlie, it's some concerns.
Well, to that point, G, anybody's cell phone can be searched by customs, and it doesn't even have to be at the border. I forget what the distance is, but it's like 60, 70 miles from the border. So you could be up in Bellingham, and immigration officers would have the legal right to search your phone.
Right. Right now, we're already seeing a decrease in traffic of those coming from our neighbors. You know, the folks where the president keeps announcing he wants to make them the 51st state. Yeah, we're already seeing a decrease in visitors from Canadians coming down south. I'm curious as to what kind of impact this is going to have in 2026 with the World Cup.
Very key to Seattle area, expecting billions and billions of dollars in tourist money.
Yeah, so we will see. And I'm just one of those, like, when you have a green card and a working visa, we all thought that those things you were good. And we didn't know how temporary that they can be. So a lot of concern there, Charlie.